Lazarus Planet, Revenge of the Gods, issue 1. You at least read some of this, I believe.
Yeah. So I started it thinking that Pete was going to read it too. So I added it, and I don't know if I'm going to read more of it because this is, Shazam shows up a little bit, and the wizard is involved with the Greek gods, but it definitely just feels like a chapter of Wonder Woman, and I haven't been reading Wonder Woman, right? So like, there's some contextual stuff here about the gods, and I'm trying to get my iPad to load up the issue so I can read. But yeah, the crux of this issue is that the gods are starting to appear on Earth in ways that they haven't been before, and it has to do with the Lazarus reign changing things so much that now the gods can start manifesting on Earth and making people start believing in them again. And when Diana finds this out, she goes to Olympus to find her mom, right? Because her mom is ascended. Hippolyta's up there. And when she gets up there, Hera has assumed the throne, and Zeus is laying at her feet dead, which of course upsets Diana because that's her father. And, Hera's like, well, no, this is our time now. And that, the Amazons go as the gods go. So people stop believing in the gods, the Amazons will go away. So Diana, it's time for you to ascend like your mother did. And so she goes back and forth, and she doesn't want to. And that's kind of the push and pull until Hera essentially makes the decision for her and decides to send Diana. We get the wizard there with Hera, and so Billy tries to Shazam. Let me get to this part, but it's not working exactly like he would want. So at the beginning, we get the it looks like Apollo hitting just people in Philadelphia with these visions of the future, right? Because he has the Oracle of Delphi, and so it starts with these two ladies walking, with their kids to the streets, and one of them gets hit with this, vision of the future, and the friend's telling her just like, yeah, just you deserve to have time to yourself, go out for the night. And she accuses her friend of, wanting to go and sleep with her husband. And this is what she wants to all do. So it's, these visions of the future causing more problems. And then one of these arrows hits Billy. And so he's, that allows him to see Apollo, to give her prophecy. And we get some Egyptian gods that come back, which, the goddess of cats, which of course made me think of Pete. And then we get this Tokyo, or this god over Tokyo in the skies, and looks like it's bringing like a tsunami to town. In Iceland, one of the Skadi, who's one of the one of the Norse goddesses, starts to come out, and Harry even mentions that they build a shrine in rapid time to Skadi, so it's proof that their powers are working. Cheetah's at the beginning with it's Etta, Diana, and Yara, and Cheetah's the one that kind of pushed this, that the superheroes need to do something about the gods. They're the only ones that can. To where Diana's like, well, it's not that simple, and that's what leads her to go up to Olympus. But we also get on the edges of the Potomac. It looks like this big statue has fallen into the river, and these two kids are digging through the mud because they saw what they think is treasure. And on the other side of the river, there's a guy in like a hood, like a trench coat, basically telling them that they're there for the same reason. He jumps into the water and pulls out a golden hand that he tells the kids, isn't just a golden hand, it's the hand of God. And yeah, a little bit on the nose. Don't know who this guy is. Diana talks to Etta and everyone else about how they nearly lost Siegfried in her one guy. Why am I drawing a blank on his name? Steve. And Steve Trevor.
That's what you're trying to remember.
Yes.
Was Steve Trevor.
Yeah. Right. And so when Diana's talking to Hera, we find out that Hippolyta has been sent to go do other things, and then a different version of Hecate than we saw in Tynan's Justice League Dark. You know, it is still a three-headed goddess, but she's a bit different, and she's, you know, telling Hippolyta that, you know what's right for the gods. You have to join our side. Your daughter can't save, your daughter can't save everybody. It's time to realize that. So yeah, it ends with Diana essentially ascending in this golden light. And then it says to be continued in Wonder Woman 797, which then kind of made me check out of this, because this is just a Wonder Woman story at this point that I haven't been reading. The back half of it is Nubia, which another book that I haven't been reading. So that's where I cut my losses and was like, I'm sure everything in here is good. I just, it's one of those things I don't have time for. So, yeah, Revenge of the Gods. I hope it's more standalone. I probably won't find out because, given the choice between this or needing something else, I'll probably read something else. So the art looks nice. And it's a shame because G. Willow Wilson's doing a lot of the writing here too, who I'm a pretty big fan of. I'm trying to pull up the art. I need a new iPad. Mine just crashed. So,
how old's it?
Coming up on 8 or 9 years.
Oh yeah, that's pretty old.
Yeah. It's basically just to read comics now. I can't do really anything else on it. I can't even see who the artist is on this. The art's pretty solid though. I like the way that the gods are drawn. Hecate looks scary. All of the gods, like the Egyptian cat goddess, there's a sense of ominousness to them. Even Apollo, who is one of the Greek gods that I associate with Diana, as someone that's always been kind of helpful to her in her superheroing. So yeah, good to see Cheetah. She's back in her half human kind of form. Not so much bestial. So I wonder if something happened in the pages of Wonder Woman that I missed, as I'm trying to find the artist on this. The artist was it's Cian Tormey. So the art's pretty solid. Story, it's okay. So now that I rambled for a little, I'll give this a 7 out of 10. But again, not bad, not great.